Example 9, we want to find the exact value of cosine 15 degrees using a half angle identity. Okay? So we want to find cosine 15 using a half angle identity. So 15 is half of 30. So basically, we're changing it into 30 over 2. 15 equals 30 over 2, and that's what we're looking at. So look for the cosine half angle identity, and it's this one right here. So cosine A over 2 equals plus or minus square root of cosine A plus 1 over 2. So that's kind of our formula we're using. And a couple of things. Notice that A in this example would be 30. Okay? A would be 30, not 15. A is 30. Okay? Also, this plus or minus comes from the quadrant. All right? But we know what quadrant we're in because it's 15 degrees. 15 degrees is in quadrant 1. So that means that I would be using the positive version of this formula. Okay? So because we're in the first quadrant, we're going to use the positive version of this formula, and it's going to be square root cosine 30 degrees plus 1 over 2. It's pretty complicated, but we can get there. We know cosine 30 from our chart. Cosine 30 is square root of 3 over 2. So square root of 3 over 2 plus 1 all over 2. Really complicated looking fraction. And so there are a couple of different tricks you can do. The fastest thing is probably not the easiest thing. So what you should be trained to do at least is we're adding fractions. So get a common denominator and put those together. So we'd have square root of square root of 3 plus 2 all over 2, all this over 2. Okay? Now what I would do at this point is probably look at that as fraction, 2 over 1. And so I see that I'm dividing fractions. You should be trained what to do when we divide fractions is multiply by the reciprocal. And so that cleans up a bit into square root of square root of 3 plus 2 all over 4. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but I can go one better because I know the square root of 4 on the bottom there. So I would have big square root of little square root of 3 plus 2. Notice that 2 is inside that square root. All over square root of 4 is 2. And that's your answer. Okay? So if I wanted to verify that, I guess you could type that into your calculator and see if that actually equals cosine 15. But that's what we're trying to do. Cosine 15 is exactly square root of 3 plus 2. Oops. Square root of 3 plus 2 all over 2.